running right to left. In the red, of course, Emu Park or Gary Field Masada Osofa Memorial will be in the green and white. Lovely uniforms, I must say.
Absolutely. I like the tinge of green in it and the little blue as well. So
represents
really
the ocean of here of Emu Park.
That's exactly right. As we see the kickoff here now.
So, Andre, the first things first, the thing I hate, no one took that ball on the full. Garyfield Masada Memorial were quite lucky, I feel, to get that ball back, and there was no one jumping from the East Coast Deerers.
Absolutely, they just all stood there and watched, and that's definitely not what you want to start the game off, especially in a tight contest like this in the grand final. You see Zach Hetherington absolutely just hitting it up now. That's his second run in this set.
Yeah, they're starting strong, and of course that man with the number 7 on his back, Travis Field, is very much one to watch as we see they go a little bit wide here. Look, they have been very expansive throughout this whole carnival, which has been a very big play from them. As I said, they've got strike power across the board, plenty of speed there, but of course on the back of Travis Field's kicking game, as we'll see him putting one up now, back into the corner. Diffuse, no problem, and again, Andre, as you know, a kick is only as good as its chase.
Absolutely, and right there, it's perfectly shown there, as we see Jesse Johnson taking it out now, but the defence here by Gary Field, Masada Yosefa Memorial, it really muscles up here, and you can see that right there. It's just a well-drilled machine.
Yeah, as we said, you know, we've gone to that extra 10 minutes each half now for the grand finals, which is quite ironic. You play a full carnival, many games, 20 minutes. You're probably looking for it to get a little bit softer and easier. But you add 10 minutes on, it can be quite different of how you play the game, because there's not so much of a rush to score tries, because you look for the field position. Just you can be a little bit more patient to wait for a error. As we see a kick going down, it's going to find the grass midfield and bounce. Not much chase on it. But Andre, these players have played a big couple of days. I know the breeze is beautiful. It's nice and cool, but it is hot out there. And it's just going to be those that can dig deep and make that difference, as we nearly see half a break there from Garyfield Masada.
A little piggyback penalty there by Mitchell Laird Lamont, the number 13. And Travis Field will take the opportunity and kick that into touch.
So as we see Noah Cochran take that first one up. Kieran O'Brien, next one up. He's only probably 3 metres out the line to the right side of the post. Jason Field Jr. is going to take a sneak run from half, but it's sniffed out, or snuffed out, no problem there. They do have nice light, big long back line moving out to the left. A little block play. Travis Field there, short ball.
To Bill Cullen.
He has been good over the carnival, Andre, Billy Cullen.
Absolutely. It's just the experience that he's got as well. And here's Zachy Hetherington now, charging up again. And Travis Field. Travis Field!
Well, I think the ref's going to check with the... Well, he's going to point to the spot. My eyes are a little older. I wasn't too sure on that one.
Me neither. I definitely didn't think that was going to be awarded so easily, but the referee was happy with it. I guess he's right there, so he could see better than what we can.
Yeah, well, if the ref's happy, everybody else is happy, especially the Gary Field Masada Osofa Memorial team, as they get first points on the board. And I'm going to be confident on this one. This conversion is going to be no problem at all.
And as we see now, Justin Thor has kitted up. He was away for the semi-final, and Justin Thor is back in the number 4 jersey. Looking slim, looking fit, ready to go. He's waiting for a sub.
He's Justin Thor. How often do we see him with a number 4 on his back?
Oh, he's a wrecking ball. He absolutely loves it.
Kicker comes in, nice and steady, not a problem.
Yeah.
Safe as houses.
That's the first time, JL, since I've been commentating with you where it's actually not a commentator's curse.
I got one right. I feel confident. As I said, yeah, look, it's quite funny here. It is the end of a 2-day carnival. You can see the boys have to dig deep. And they've sort of, predicted from the side, from the men from Emu Park here, they've got plenty of running in them, but we really have to turn the tide here. This is a big set of 6 here. Need to make sure that the Garyfield Masada Memorial team have to kick it out from their half. You can't give them too much space as they start running and make half a break already.
We see Trent White there straight into the defence, and you want to watch Trent White. He, as you said before, you mentioned he can go all day, and he absolutely will. But there's Justin Thor making the tackle there on Travis Field, and Thor, he's gone 2 in a row, and he's lost the ball, and he's forced an error.
Well, as you mentioned, he was chomping at the bit to get on the field. As soon as he gets on there, he makes a massive difference and puts the East Coast Deerers in a prime attacking position for the first time of this game.
We'll have a look here, straight off the scrum here. You can see Jesse Johnson coming over to the left-hand side here, wearing the number 1 jersey. Absolutely electric when he's through, when he's in space, and he's just very strong as well, very quick. And there he is there, breaking tackles.
You called it earlier. Andre broke that first tackle without too much problem. But I believe he's going to have to be very instrumental and play a big part of this East Coast Deerers side if they are to go all the way.
We see the ball coming here to Trent White. And Trent White doing a bit of ball playing, and he's just a goer. Great metres by Trent White.
Yeah, one thing we've seen, the teams that had been successful over this carnival have been very fast with their hit-ups and plenty of enthusiasm. As you said, Trent White will go all day and will continue to bring it as we see big defence there.
Baxter Lancaster taking that one up there.
Yeah, coming down this left side, the man, little chip through, it's going to sit up. Oh, it's diffused, but will he get out? No, takes a smart option and just runs it over the dead ball line. And East Coast Deerers will get the ball back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, was that Trent White playing a bit of a half position there with the number 8 on his back?
Well, sometimes, as we said over this carnival, you don't take too much attention to what numbers on the jersey for some of these guys. But you're right. Again, I mentioned the fullback for the East Coast Deerers. Trent White will also have to be very instrumental, have the ball in his hands more often than not for the Deerers to really dent this team, the men from Emu Park.
Baxter Lancaster there with a nice carry. A very strong man, Baxter.
You're speaking from experience there, Andre?
Yeah, I have played against Baxter. He's played for Bluff. You know, when I played for Dysart, he's a very strong man, but he's an absolute workhorse as well. So good metres here by the Deerers.
Yeah, well, they're going to play the ball left to the upright, just only 10 metres out. Looks like they're set. Oh, and they've refs got him for going early again. This would be very welcome from the East Coast Deerers. As we mentioned, and to repeat, we are at 30-minute halves now for the grand final, so you're able to really build that pressure. You don't want to do too many sets on your own line.
Absolutely right. And now with players like Izzy Conway, who's just taken the field, you really want to make sure it works out. As we see Justin Thor now taken into contact. The Deerers really doing well here, but Gary Field and Masada Yosefa team here really holding their line, which is good. And here goes Trent White. Trent White spotted it, and Trent White is in.
Oh, Andre, as I said, we called it. He needs to be involved plenty for the Deerers. And how good was that run?
Oh, absolutely. He saw it coming. He changed here from the left-hand side straight over to the right-hand side as he could see something brewing. So very good eyes by Trent.
But not only that, it was just his enthusiasm and his speed. One thing Trent White does have, he has great leg drive. Even when he hits that contact, he keeps her leg pumping, and he's been rewarded with a 4-pointer.
That's absolutely right. The Deerers now hit back, and it's 4-all.
It looks like Jeff Hansen, the kicker here. Now, I will say this, the breeze does seem to be coming across here. It is going to be a little bit more difficult going in. If anything's to go by over the past 3 days with the juniors and especially day one of the seniors, on this field number 1, the team on the left-hand side does seem to have a distinct advantage. So if Deerers can hold on here, maybe they will have some running as it turns around for the second half.
Absolutely. As we see the kick, it is converted. It'll be 6-all. It's a great start to the grand final here, JL, and both teams are really looking like they're up for the challenge here. And I'm very excited to see what we've got coming up here as we see Trent Richardson now take the field here for Gary Field Masadi Asefa Memorial.
As we watch Travis Field kick it down into the corner now. Andre, you mentioned before Trent Richardson, he was gone. He had to do a gig, did he?
Yeah, he was down at Keppel Sands, did his little gig over at Keppel Sands, and he's made his way back here for the grand final. So
well, again, Australian Idol, who would have thought, playing here at the Warba at Carnival.
He loves his football still, so that's a positive. And as we see an error here, and he's called a knock on.
Was he, is he Conway just making his way to the sideline? You can hear the passion on him. He needed to get off. He maybe got a little bit of an injury there. He wants to make sure his teammates are locking and watching. But again, we've just ticked over 10 minutes into this game. Gary Field Masada, they are in perfect position now. Middle field, just take it down the short side. Little show and go. No problem at all there. Just snuffed out. We're just going to stay on this short side. Try and drive through, but again, we're looking for Travis Field. He's starting to organise probably one more hit up to the middle and expect the ball. See this ball go. Oh, nearly an offload. Pumping the legs. Going to be held
Trent
up.
Richardson.
He's just short.
Just short.
Expect this ball now to go to the left. Nice and long. Quick hands out the back. Travis Field. Nice long ball there. It's well defended. Deerers. They've got numbers there.
Brilliant defence there. And that was young Jackson Miller there on the far side making that tackle there with Justin Thor.
And here we go. Looking to go straight back into the middle of the field again.
We'll come to the fifth and last here. You've got Brandon Clark on the right-hand side, but it's the hooker that goes. And brilliant defence there by the Deerers, holding them out on their own line.
Yeah, Troy Richardson there. He just, look, you think maybe a little kick in goal or something, but that's not a bad result. The centre of the field, probably only 1 metre off their line. Deerers have all the work to do to try and get out.
Absolutely, and now they got to just work it out here. Plenty of passionate players here on the sideline as well, and as we see here, trying to get out of their own red zone here. And there's Trent White again.
Yeah, as I said, he's doing good work, nice and low. That's what you've got to do here. You've got to stay low with the body shape, body position. You don't want to be standing up too much or you're going to get held up and dragged back.
Jesse Johnson gets up to play that one a bit slowly there, and here's Jaron Willie now, taking it into contact. Taken there by Troy Richardson and Jalen Tani Tuiola.
Thor, as I said, nice strong contact. They hold him up, stopped him there. Fifth and last, they're only on their 30-metre line. They'll be looking for a big kick down.
And Jackson Miller, and it finds the ground.
Well, that was a little fortunate, but there was no knock on there. Only 2 metres short from the halfway line, right in front of the commentary position. See the young man Shan, and a penalty's been called. A bit of a crusher. He's come down on the back of his neck. Young age of Shan, he's all right. Not a problem at all, but again, here's Travis Field. He'll find touch.
East Coast Doras has really impressed me with the way that they've played the past couple of days. As you said, starting with 12, and here they are in a grand final, and they're really muscling up at the moment, really giving it to the Gary Field Masadi Asefa team.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how long they've been in the training paddock, but I've got to say there's some good fitness across the board with all their team. And again, but that's all irrelevant now because this is the only game that matters. Doesn't matter what you've been doing before now. You now have 17 minutes left in this half to prove what you got going on as we see Travis Field, long ball out to the left here. There's numbers there in defence. There shouldn't be a problem.
And Travis sees something on the left-hand side here. He's called for it straight away, but they're going to go back to the right. And they're going to hold him up here.
Just short of it. The big man Fitzgerald.
And it's fifth and
you
last
want to get your
here.
half in there. Oh! It's gone to ground.
And no! And
Play on
here.
So that will be 6 to go, unfortunately for the Deerers. They got to the ball first. Again, we've seen this all weekend. The ball hits the deck. Everybody half freezes. But unfortunately, the Deerers couldn't hold on to it. So they'll be under pressure here.
Oh, no.
As I speak of the main man, Travis Field, he's dropped it cold. He might be asking, sir, can we go back to the knock-on before from the Deerers? No advantage has been played.
And that's the thing. And now we're just looking at, little mistakes like that. You can really see the fatigue setting in and the weekend really coming to the boys now. Tired legs out there, tired bodies. Little mistakes like that really show that it's been a big weekend for nearly every team at the Carnival and every player.
But the beauty is, Andre, when you're on the field, the other side's had just as much work as what you have over the weekend. So really is going to be a case of who wants it more. And you've mentioned over the commentary over the last weekend, it's the 1%ers that will make all the difference. As your notes go flying, I hope they weren't the special ones.
No, they definitely weren't. No.
Wasn't your shopping list when you leave here?
No, definitely not. No, it's KFC on my shopping list for the night.
But again, as I say, Deerers, as they go down the short side there, and not much there. They've still got plenty of tackles. So I can see they're really trying to make these interchanges pretty regular. Middle of the field.
You'll see Zach Moss now in on the paddock now, and he'll lead the boys around, no doubt. And as we talk about him now, he'll take the kick here.
Yeah, that's smart. They'll get there.
Kick. And it's played at.
Oh, what hands.
And it's Zach Moss comes up with the kick and gets the ball back.
Oh.
And
it's gone the other way. Now, again, this is part of a problem. He's just been sent for 10. Zach Moss is a phenomenal player. As you said, Ren, he's come on. He's done a great play. Got the kick down there. As we see, they're just having a bit of a chat. Gone there. The emotions are just got out of control there.
Absolutely. And yesterday, JL, same conversation we keep having. Emotions in big games. It gets the better of you some days. And he just come on the field, made a great kick, got the ball back, and he's given away a penalty.
But the thing is, I could see it in there. I can see his enthusiasm and how he plays the game, Mossy. But it was the forearm into the defender, and then he went on with it a little bit. And I've got to say again to the referee, well done. He's not going to cop it. He's been given 2 handfuls, and he'll settle for a little bit and maybe think about what he needs. Hopefully, it's not a comeback to haunt the East Coast Deerers being a man down now.
Here we go now. The beautiful ball movement here by Gary Field, Masada Yosefa here as they. Right in the middle of the post here, gives them options both sides. And they go to Travis Field's side here, and he, unlucky there, spills the beans.
Again, that was the right play. I don't want to blame the runners, but we've got to be better than that. Travis Field will get you to ball if you run your right lines. Now, there I think the ball went behind him a little bit. I'm not too sure if I'm going to blame Travis on that or the runner was just a little bit up in the line. You need to be deep. You're going to have time, and especially running off Travis Field, he will get you the ball if you're in the right spot.
Absolutely. Travis Field, a player of his calibre, you really just got to listen to him. And as you said, you know, if you're hitting the right line, he will set you up for a beautiful try. And that's just the player that he is. So as we see, Deerers now working it out here through Mitchell Laird-Lamont.
Yeah, so again, you know, we've seen one of their players now gone to the sin bin. Sometimes that little bit of adversity can spur that team on to dig deep and go a little bit harder, and it does look like they've lifted up a gear here.
Exactly right, and there's no one that wants that ball. They just watch it, and Thorey picks it up.
Just as I speak about them lifting a gear, it's gone to no one. Now, one thing we do know...
Trent White now.
Oh, Trent White will keep going. One thing we do know, Zach Moss is a great organiser on the field. Now that he's not there, who's calling for this ball here? Because it is the 5th and last, not the best pass. The kick has gone down, but it's going to be taken 10 metres from halfway. They're going to get back over halfway without a problem here.
Chases his own kick and makes a tackle there. And it's Declan Huth who brought that one back. And here we go now. As we see Jake Lawton. So we've got 2 brothers playing here, Jake and Jimmy Lawton.
Yeah, I think if I go back, their other brother, Alex Lawton, playing for LJ Creek, which they knocked him out in the quarterfinals.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, the 2 older brothers absolutely let him know about it, that's for sure.
That's what older brothers are for. So as we see, Gary Field, Masada Memorial, definitely on the attack here. Down that short side, block play, easy as you like.
And there we go. It's the man, Jake Lawton.
Scoring that try. Again, the overlap has to have been somewhere on the field.
That's Jimmy Lawton there playing in the number 11 jersey. Looking at the wrong number here. Jimmy Lawton.
Yeah.
He scored a double there against LJ Crete in the semi-final, and he's got another one here to put his team up by 4 points.
Again, when you're playing a team and they're shorter man, your wingers have to stay wide.
Absolutely.
Because the overlap has to be somewhere. Don't need to creep in. You run a nice line, but you allow the ball to come to you. And where Jimmy Lawton did there, he just held his line on that short side, the overlap, and it was as easy as you like.
And it'll come. If you just wait, if you're just patient with it, it'll come. And that's perfect example right there. Great football by Gary Field, Masadi Yosefa. And they take the lead at the moment, 10 points to 6. With 10 minutes left, this first half has flown by. See Callum Denman now take the conversion.
Yeah, Callum, I think Callum's a really good young player. Again, he's sometimes overshadowed by Travis Field in this team, but he has also got plenty of skills around him, young Callum Denham. So I'd expect at some point in this game he will also stand up. As we see him line this one up, strong breeze coming across the face. The knee goes up, step goes back, head down.
And
what
he's
a
brought
kick
it
that
around.
is. Oh, kick of the carnival.
That is brilliant.
Kick of the carnival. What a good one that was, as we see the extras added. The Gary Field and Masato Sefa Memorial team leading the East Coast Deerers 12 points to 6. 9 minutes to go in this half.
As we see the orders being barked here by Coach Jason Field.
Again, they're in no rush here, the Deerers. They still have a man in the sin bin who can now return. So unfortunately, they couldn't hold him out and it cost them 6 points, but they're now back as we see.
And Justin Thor with the one-on-one strip, and it's paid off.
The smart man he is.
As we see now, the Deerers in attacking position here.
Can they hit straight back? And as I said, the sin bin player, Zach Moss, is now back on the field. He'll be looking to organise. I can hear him barking straight away. They're trying to get, I'd like to see him a little bit deeper out this left-hand side. They're all quite shallow.
And Baxter Lancaster puts that ball down.
So you can see there, Andre, a lot of hands went up in the air. I don't think there was a clear-cut caller who was meant to get that. As I mentioned, they had a backline out there. They didn't look deep enough for me, and then the wrong man obviously got the ball who wasn't expecting. I think he was meant to go through as a decoy, young Lancaster. He's grabbed it, dropped the ball, and Gary Field, Masada Memorial get away with that one.
Yeah, they're just going to have to work it out of their own hand here. Trent White straight into contact straight away. He's very good in his defence. We'll see Carson Huth take it straight up the middle now. And Justin Thor with a brilliant tackle there.
Heavy contact. They're slowing down the play of the ball, which is good here. Deerers at the short side. Looking for an early kick. Could be a 40-20 attempt. Travis Field knows all the blades of grass. Not bad. Winger smart enough to get back there.
Jaron Willie.
He got back there and diffused that one. He needs to be careful. Get to the ground.
It's a great chase by Gary Field, Masadi Yosefa as well. As we see East Coast Deerers now just struggling to get back on side here. And this will help them out a little bit here.
Yeah, piggyback called it a little bit high. So as we see there, we've got 6 minutes left as we will find the touchline here. So the Deerers will be in attacking position. It's right on the 40-metre line.
See Isaiah Conway here ready to take one up, and he's ready to go.
So again, the funny thing on this, both these teams are well known to each other. Isaiah Conway has played with a lot of these boys, as has Zach Moss before, so the feeling will definitely be there. It will be personal with some of these guys.
It will be, and no doubt there will be a couple of words thrown out there as well, as we see Isaiah Conway take a second run in this set. And they're starting to see a bit of organisation here, as he said, and Jackson Miller now gives it out to Moss. And Moss gives it a flat ball to Justin Thor. And Mossy sees something on the far side, and he's going to go attack that way with Jesse Johnson there on the wing. And Jackson Miller gives it now. And he's put a kick in, and it's going to sit.
Oh, that's a good kick.
It's just no chasers there.
Oh, yeah. Just not too sure if they all knew that it was the grubber coming through. I think they knew, but they need a good defensive set here. Oh, it's a bit of a loose hand up. They've made the break. Garyfield Masada, they're on their 20, bringing it out. Another strong run straight through the middle. Deerers need to stop this roll. Yeah, that's good. That's good slowing down the play of the ball there.
That's just the experience there by Justin Thor coming into play now. Slowing down the play of the ball, making sure that his team's getting back on side, listening to the referee.
Just watch for another early kick here from Travis Field.
And
there it is.
And Jaron Willie out the back here, watching it carefully, as it might just go over the dead ball line, which that's exactly what it does. And Jaron Willie now, East Coast Deerers struggling to get back on side.
They've got to get back for this. They want that quick tap. No, there's a man offside, Big Isaiah. He's done a fair bit of work as he's on the field. But here we go now. Garyfield Masada, they got their defensive line set. So it looks like there's going to be a change here for the Deerers.
Trent White coming back onto the field.
It was only a quick breather there, but again, we've mentioned it many times before. He's the player that needs to be on the field as much as possible for the Deerers. Heavy contact, slammed on the back.
There he goes, Baxter Lancaster again.
Nice solid contact.
Look at that, Trent Richardson straight in there. Can sing, can play football.
He's got it all.
And here we go, Isaiah Conway. Oh, he's nearly...
He had his nose through there, hands were
Someone
free.
there for an offload, it would have worked. And you're getting up there a bit ginger. And Baxter wants another run.
Oh, well done. The work rate on the young man.
Trent Richardson there, really slowing down the play of the ball, helping his players buy some time. And Mitchell Lerd-Lamont takes it on here.
It seems though, Zach Moss to the right. I think he'll be calling for the ball here. Might be going high. No, he's going to try and run.
And he's running on the last. That is...
Not too sure that was the right decision there from young Mossy. I don't know. You'd love me calling him young Mossy. He's not young anymore.
And that's just 1%ers.
Yeah, you're right there.
The chase, pressure on the kicker.
Yeah.
And Justin Thor there again.
3 minutes to go in this half. Oh, the Garyfield Masada, they are extremely bunched. So I think they're just going to try and truck it up through the middle and expect Travis Field to put another kick down. He's off the mark.
Referee called held there, as we see here.
Oh, good run.
Mitchell Lamont and
Good,
Trent
strong
White
run.
in the tackle there, slowing down the play a bit. As we see a bit of an opportunity here down the right-hand side, and they're charging at the forward who's taking his time to get back on.
Marley Casters, yeah, they've got to dig deep here. Deerers, they don't want to concede a try so close to half-time.
Bill Cullen with the beautiful one-handed offload.
That was a great offload. Great line, but I must say equally good defence to stop him. Fifth and last. Hands are going up. They'll be looking for a kick. They're just going to try and barge over.
And they've got it down. Referee points to the spot.
Dean Fitzgerald, I think that was the big man.
Beautiful play there on fifth and last. Jason Field Jr. reading the play beautifully there and just deciding rather than taking a kick, just play the short ball, and Dean Fitzgerald crashes over for a 4-pointer.
I don't want to linger on this point, but do we go all the way back to young Zach Moss not getting the kick downtown and running on the last?
Absolutely.
And getting caught probably 30 out.
That's exactly right. That's what it come back off. And Garyfield, Masadi Yosefa capitalised on that error there by Zach Moss. In grand finals like this, you just can't make errors like that at all.
Yeah, correct, Andre. And again, I'm going to call it early. I do believe that there is a distinct advantage for the team running left to right on your screen, which will be the Deerers in the second half. Is that breeze worth 12 points? We don't know, but it's going to have to be if they need to get back into this game.
Absolutely right. And I think, with 30 seconds left in this time here, think we'll take the time here, but, you know, as you said, Deerers will have that advantage in the second half, so we'll see who comes out better.
As the conversion comes in, that one is easy. Everybody will walk it back. We won't get a kick-off as we're waiting for the siren to go for half-time. The players are nearly decided it's all good. I see a couple of players, a bit of a talk and cuddle. It's only half-time, not full-time.
And at the moment, it's 18 points to 6 to the Gary Field Masadi Asafa Memorial. As we head into the first half that's completed here in the grand final of the Warba Wangarunya Carnival. It's been an absolute cracking weekend. We've got 30 minutes left of play before the weekend is over.
Andre, I'm going to have to say in that half, like, Deerers, I think were good. Couple of simple errors that cost them. They conceded a try when they had Zach Moss sent to the sin bin. Error, that's going to bite them. But then again, running on the last really cost them because the Gary Field Masada side, they will always try and keep their foot on the throat. And only a couple minutes to half-time, they got themselves downtown and the big man, Dean Fitzgerald, barged over. They run it on the 5th. I don't know if it fooled everyone, but it got them a try. And to be 18-6, down by 12 now, they are going to have some work to do. Looking down, I'm looking, a lot of those players are out on their feet. They've had a big carnival, as mentioned many times. They only had 12 players on the first day, but they are digging deep. And look, I expect them with this breeze, they will definitely come back. But again, it's a cliche, but they need to be first to score in the second half.
Absolutely, and at the moment I think they're looking down, as you said, some players are down there. Justin Thor absolutely down on his feet, but looking down as well. You got Kelly Conway there and Chris Conway helping the boys out and just having a chat to them. Two most experienced heads there, especially in Chris Conway. Premiership winner a fair few times with Bluff Rabbitohs, played a lot of rep footy in his time, and here he is just passing the advice on to the other fellas, and I think that'll give them the inspiration to go a little bit more forward in this second half.
Yeah, look, it's one of those funny ones, Andre, as you said, because we've got the Gary Field Masada side just to our right, East Coast Deerers to our left. I'm very big on body language. If I'm looking over at the Gary Field Masada side, they're all on their feet. They're all huddled around their coach, Jason Field Senior. They're listening. I think it's Trent Richardson talking at the moment. They're pointing, they're shouting. Their body language looks good. Now, if I'm on that team there and I'm looking over at the Deerers and seeing blokes on their hind, laying on their back, you don't know if they're listening or not. You know they're out on their feet. That's got to give you great confidence.
Absolutely, and if you look down at this team here, they're all talking. They're all saying the same thing. They definitely know what their goal is in the second half. I personally think, as you said, looking over at the Deerers, I think they might be in a bit of trouble here, and the blowout score could open up here if they don't pick up their act at all.
Yeah, again, we'll call it early. If they're not the first to score, the floodgates could open.
Absolutely, and as you said, Travis Field, Trent Richardson, you know, Troy Richardson there as well. Zach Etherington has been phenomenal every time he takes the ball and goes forward. I think definitely this team here, their body language is very positive. They're very keen. Great leaders, great experience here.
Yeah, again, look, Jason Field, their coach, he's been here many a time in grand finals. As we see him getting in, look, for me, Andre, I'd do exactly what they're doing. I would be getting out on the field early to show East Coast Deerers we're fit, we're strong, we're ready to go. It's just, once again, the little mind games come into it.
Absolutely, and you see the Deerers now getting themselves together, firing themselves up here. Izzy Conway there, just laying down the law to his team. Chrissy Conway laying down the law as a coach there as well. Trent White really needs to step up here. He's already been phenomenal so far, but I think the little 1%ers will do. As you said, that run on 5th and last has really cost him, and it's up to Travis Field now and his team to really take charge here. And as I said, if they take charge, it could be a blowout game here, JL.
Yeah, look, I'm going to call it early. Everything's in the East Coast Deerers' favour. They're about to receive the kickoff, so they get first chance to attack or put a good set of 6 on. They need a very good set of 6. They need to kick the ball deep and then defend well on their first set of 6. Or otherwise, look, if they don't get this set right, it could be drama.
Absolutely, JL. And Travis Field now, he knows exactly, and that's the thing. As you said before, he knows every blade of grass on this field, and he knows how to work and where to kick as well. So we'll see how deep he goes with this one as we feel the breeze pick up again just before the kickoff. There was no breeze there during half-time, and it's just slowly picking up again.
Here we go. As we see Travis Field, nice big strong kick, and you see it's holding up in the breeze there. Yeah, taken well. As I said, we really need to see a good set of 6 here. As the clock started, they will play this one, first one, 20 metres out from their own goal line. Nice strong hit up. There's that man Lancaster. Oh, and again, solid contact.
That is Troy Richardson right around the legs.
They know what they need to do. They need to stamp authority early to break the spirit of the Deerers.
The defence here from Gary Field and Masadi Asefa Memorial is absolutely pitch point perfect.
Look, great run there down the short side again. It's with that enthusiasm and speed. They're going to stay on that short side. Oh,
and here's a break.
Through.
He's pinning the ears back. He's still going.
Oh, where's the support? It's 5th and last now for the Deerers. Left side of the field, big long sweeping back line, and
Coach Killer.
It is a coach killer. Laid on too long. Again, we called for the perfect start, what was needed by the Deerers, and they have got it at the moment. A full set of 6 as we see a quick tap, running strong, switching, spinning, turning. I think he's got it down. Checking, that's the start the Deerers needed. East Coast Deerers first on the board in the second half in under a minute.
And just like that, that is exactly what we were looking for from the East Coast Deerers. Unfortunately, a penalty there on 5th and last just gave them the upper hand, and I think coach there would not be happy with that for sure.
Yeah, again, discipline's a big thing. You know, that the young player over there made the tackle. Probably he was trying his hardest to slow it up because a break had been made, but just laid on a little bit too long, gave the penalty away, and East Coast Deerers took full advantage to score a try.
And look at the body language now from the Deerers. Everyone's standing up taller now, looking a lot more keen. Once you put points on the board, it just changes everything. But be sure that Gary Field, Masadi, Asefa, their defence will actually do the talking here.
I'll tell you one thing, Andre, I'm just wondering if they've been watching the InSport app, watching the coverage, heard me say that if you're running left to right, it's worth 12 points. It's advantage for you. Maybe they're taking that on board.
Yeah, we see here Kelly Conway running water too, so he'll definitely be laying down the law to his team here, making sure that they know what's expected of them in this last 30 minutes of the game. As we see the kick here waved away.
Yeah, that's unfortunate on that one. But again, it is a bridge part of the gap. 18 points to 10. Again, for me, Andre, that was 100% what was needed to start this second half. East Coast Deerers needed to score first, which they did. Now they need to do a very good set here. They must complete this set of 6 and get a good kick downtown. No errors. That's what they've got to be telling themselves. Let's see if Travis Field puts it up. Is it going to be taken on the full? Yes, it is. Fantastic. Love to see it. Centre of the field. And as they come off, taking off straight down the side. Great run there.
And here we go.
Jaconia there, I think. Yeah, it is. Playing the ball. Try scorer. Middle of the field.
And the Deerers has just found another gear here now. And here we go. It's Trent White straight away. And he's given the ball out to the back. To the man who made the break before.
Well, he's brushed off the first tackle there. You are right. He's got him for going high. Again, this is going to be in the favour of the Deerers. What a piggyback. They're definitely going straight into the Gary Field Masada Surfer Memorial team's area as we see a nice strong kick there. So they'll definitely be getting the tap over halfway. We can hear the call. One set. That's all it is. One set. They need to defend that set. We're just looking for the right ball. Number balls on the ground over there. Pick one, choose one. There we go. Tap's been made.
Nice Trent White taking up 40. He's just an absolute workhorse here. And look at that. Trent Richardson with 2 tackles in a row.
Yeah, that's great stuff there from Trent Richardson. Look, he's coming up out of the line again. He's looking again. Oh, Lancaster, great shot. Both sides, heavy contact, great defense. Pointing, looking again, going straight back down into the middle. Just want to stay in the middle of the field here. They've pushed slightly over to the left. Oh, they've tried to rake that one out. What's he going to call?
He's called a penalty.
2 in the tackle, I believe.
Just piggybacks here from Gary Field, Masadi, Asefa, really keeping the Deerers in it.
what you can see, and Andre, we've spoken many, many times about this, about controlling your emotions. We've got to be smart here from both sides. You don't want to try and get too maniac-like and want to put on a big shot and let it slip up high or a shoulder charge or something. They've already had 2 penalties against them now. Gary Field Masada Memorial team.
Justin Thor chewing up the meters here. And Bill Cullen really taking control of that tackle. There's a bit of a crusher tackle there, as you call here from East Coast Deera's players. Yeah. And Bill Cullen is still going. As we see another charging run. And he's in again.
He's done it again.
He's got a double. And he points to the spot.
Double toil and trouble for the Gary Field Masato Sofa Memorial team.
And the Deeras are right back in it.
Yes, they are. And again, we talk about the confidence of players. So the 12-point advantage, I thought that running left to right, maybe that's come to fruition. It's back to equal now. But again, the Gary Field Masada Memorial team will be very upset with that. Both of the last 2 tries from the Deeras have just been a forward running it up straight and hard. That's it. Nothing special. Hasn't created space. I've just run over paper.
And the body language shows that they are up for this challenge now. It is 14-18. And I believe it'll be 16-18 with this kick. I'm putting it on. I'm going to say he's getting it. As we see here, a couple of changes being made here by the Gary Field Masadi Asefa Memorial team.
Yeah, we see Zach Hetherington is coming straight back on the field as the conversion successful. What a game this is turning out to be. 18 points to 16 to the Gary Field Masato Sofa Memorial Green team. And again, the reason I say green, this is their number 1 team. They had 2 teams in this competition. Their second team unfortunately went down in the Constellation Cup grand final to Black Magic just earlier today.
That's right. Now, Travis Field really thinking about what he's going to do here, where he's going to kick to. It's really important for them to get the ball back here.
Yeah, again, and on the flip side of that, Deeras must complete this set of 6 and get a kick downtown. It's gone high. And needs to be taken. It's going to hold up. Yeah, well done.
And it's that wind again, JL, that we talk about. That's just holding that ball up. And Travis knows every bit of part of this field, so he knows exactly what he's up for.
Yeah, it's interesting. If you heard on the commentary the other day when they were on field number 2, I said Travis Field knows every part of that. He knows every part of both fields here. As a young boy, he's ran around everywhere. That's
exactly right. So we see Trent White now trucking it up the middle here, and the Deeras are really making meters here. It's really good to see. Oh. What a big contact there. Brandon Clark.
Heavy contact. He's up playing the ball. Look, I can hear Jason Field, the coach of the Gary Field side. He's very upset. As you can see, little knock on there. Oh, it's a penalty. Again, 5th and last, Andre. Jason Field, the coach, will not be happy. I can hear him yelling out what he's upset with his defensive line is he believes that they're waiting. They're not coming up off their defensive line fast enough. As we see the Deeras, they're just going to take the quick tap, not risking kicking for the line.
Another big contact shot there. And it's like you said, they just seem to be waiting. And here we go. Here's another good run.
Is that Les Brown again?
Oh, he wants a hat-trick. You see here, they're definitely waiting for some players, giving them a bit of time here. As we said, Trent White now going up again. And Trent White still making meters here.
Look, I've got to agree with Jason Field, the coach of the Gary Field Masada side. They are pretty slow. I'd like to see more energy. They've got to get off the line quicker.
And Mitchell Lamont there taking it up now. And there's an opportunity at the back here. Jackson Miller has seen something occur here. But they go left, and he's dropped the ball.
Oh!
It's fifth and last.
So the ball was dropped. The referee's saying no one's touched it. 5th and last. What are we going to see? A grubber crossfield kick. Here we go. Kick's coming up now. It's low and hard. Oh, well done. Brilliant good take and good defence.
Here we go.
Now, they've been starved of the ball for quite some time, Gary Field Masada Memorial. Let's see what they can do. They must get to their kick on this set. Hang on, Pan. Big contact, but he bounces
Trent
on, keeps
White
going.
It's just coming out of the line, waiting. We see a nice run there by Zach Hetherington taking it forward. Gary Field, Masadi, Asefa really need to start making the meters here.
That's Daniel Pan taking another one.
And Trent White got him again.
Look, 5th and last, and they're only on their 30. They're going to need a big kick from half.
Brandon Clark with a kick there. And they got to get to this ball here because Clark is chasing. And he makes the tackle as well, Brandon Clark.
Yeah, look, you can see that the wind is a factor when you're trying to kick right to left here. Deerers will start from good field position. 8 metres from halfway. They're confident at the moment.
Here's Jesse Johnson taking it forward now. Great tackle there by Zach Hetherington. And slowing the play, the ball down here. And there we go. They're getting off the line now. You can hear the players just yell at each other here. Get off the line. And you can see a much better line defense coming off now here for Gary Field. And Jackson Miller is just going to dink it into the back. Great kick.
Smart play.
And there's defenders there. And he makes the tackle as well.
Yep. Look, very smart play. 20 minutes to go. Still plenty of time in this game. But again, it looks like the Deerers are going to be smart in playing field position. They've noticed that the Gary Field Masada Memorial team, they haven't been kicking long, or they can't kick long into this breeze. And it's their defence that could be turning the tide.
Absolutely. And as you see now, they're just trying to work it out here. And the defence is really stepping it up here as you see Justin Thor again in the thick of it.
I'll be looking for a quick. I'd look for a quick kick here. No, they're going to bust another one up.
And it's Trent Richardson getting away from Trent White.
Trent on Trent crime. Here we see Travis Field's got it. He's just putting it up. He's going to put a high one, make it hard to catch. Oh!
And he's dropped it and they picked it up.
Oh, this
and
is going to be a
space
try.
And he's going to go in underneath the post. And that is a brilliant try there.
Cameron Bundock. Again, they went to the kick. That man, Travis Field, it stuck up in the air. The winger never looked confident trying to take that. And unfortunately, he spilled the bickies. Good hands to pick up from the bootlaces on the run and been rewarded with a 4-pointer, which surely will turn into a 6-pointer.
I believe so.
Andre, isn't it interesting how the game can seesaw like that?
Absolutely, and you know, it's just little mistakes like that teams can capitalise on and bring themselves back in. And with this conversion coming up, it's going to be back to an 8-point lead for Gary Field Masada Yosefa.
East Coast Deerers, look, they had all the running, and then they were really forcing the Gary Field Masada Memorial team kicking out. They weren't really getting to the 50. Travis Field, that man with the boot, put a big one up. Chase was good. They got the mistake, and now it's going to turn into 6 points. I've got no doubt.
Oh, I've got no doubt. He's been great, Callum Denman. I've seen him kick that one from the sideline before, so I've got no doubt this one will go over.
There we go. The curse is broken, Andre. My curse is broken.
You've redeemed yourself here.
I can call it. But again, it's an 8-point game.
As you see the body language of the Deerers now, they're still looking very excited, but a lot of tired bodies out there. You can see Mitchell Lamont there, the lock. He's definitely looking a bit tired, and Justin Thor's sucking in the big ones as well.
As I said, he'd be sucking in the big ones, but he know what needs to be done. There'll be no stop or no quit in Thory. As we see the kick from the Deerers. Nice long
Jackson
kick. It's
Miller.
gone down. They're going to hope it's gone out. Ooh, it's strong. Good there. Look, the defence is... I'd like to see you come back a little bit harder than that.
Yeah,
It's
definitely not what you needed here. And here we go now as we see the big
good
front
run.
rower there who scored a try before. We mentioned him before, Dean Fitzgerald.
Yep.
Now taking it forward.
Look, Deerers are going to need a good defensive set here and get that kick back downtown. Oh, Bill slightly behind.
Bill Cullen nearly let go of that.
Yeah, no, he's too experienced and too good eyes. The half's gone. Yeah, Fleetfoot. Oh, Richardson might have give it there.
This is the tiredness now that's kicking in here. And as we Amy Park, Gary Field, Masada Yosefa really taking advantage of this now.
Yeah, look, you'll expect to see where's Trav Field. He's going to put another one up nice and high.
And
Let's
the
see.
wind is holding it up again.
Oh, well done.
Great take. Brilliant
Well
take
done.
there. See.
Yeah, Jimmy Lawton jumped a little bit early for that ball as well. He was lucky he didn't get penalised. But again, Deera's got to dig deep and turn this round as they go short side, back in behind the markers, running at that A defender. Find your feet. They'll be looking for quick play, the Bulls. They've got to keep rolling.
Exactly right. Here comes Justin Thor again. As you said, he knows what's required here. And look at that, 4 people in the tackle.
Yeah, solid defence. Garyfield Masada Memorial, they've picked it up a notch. Here we go. Lancaster, strong. 5th and last. This will be a big kick. Yeah, good kick. Yeah, they need to get their chases there. They're pretty slow on the Deerers. They don't want to undo this good work.
There's going to be a lot of space here, and Jimmy Lawton will absolutely take advantage of this. But great chase and tackle there by Jaron Willie.
Yeah, he's still going to go. Marcus offside there. So this is better from the Garyfield Masada Memorial. 2 tackles, only 7 metres from halfway. They're right on the halfway on tackle 3. Deerers have got to pull themselves together.
And here we go. Trent Richardson.
Trent straight
He's
through.
seen it, Trent Richardson.
He said it, no support. That's the right play. Quick play the ball. Oh, there's space out wide.
And it's Carson Huth there taking it up.
5th and last.
We see now Travis Field. I think he'll roll it into the corner here, or roll it into the in goal here for sure. There's a little grubber there, and it's Jalen.
Picked up.
Jalen Tannoy picks it up.
Wow.
And he scores a beautiful try there.
On the blink of an eye. So I've got to shout out right there. What about the hands? A one-handed pickup. Half behind him, half in front at the knees. Not a problem. So again, plenty of time left in this game, but you know, is this the straw that breaks the camel's back? Deerers were well on top with a great roll, but that now has reversed. We're down here at the beach. The tide's gone out. It's now starting to come back in for the Garyfield Masada, the Memorial team.
That's exactly right. And as you can see there, you look over there behind the post, the Deerers are absolutely out on their feet. It's really shown there with the quick play, the balls and the meters the Garyfield Masada Yosefa are making. And it's really taken its toll now on the Deerers. So I personally think this next 13 minutes is going to be the most challenging time for the Deerers to stay in the game.
Yeah, well, I'll be captain obvious here. They have to get the ball and they have to score next. If Garyfield Masada score next, shut the gate, they could run up a few more in there. As we see Callum Denham, not a problem at all. Commentator's curse is broken, not an error, not a mistake, never in doubt for the young man putting the extra 2 on the board.
And the body language now, just Mossy's back on the field now, so hopefully he can fire his boys back up. As we see Trent White also coming back on. He's just plenty of time. As you can hear from Kelly Conway and Chris Conway there, plenty of time on the clock, and they are not wrong, but they need a score.
Yeah, look, the thing with it is, 12 minutes now. If they can get a good defensive set, they can get a couple of tries, 12 points, make it a 2-point game. As that's a big kick. Is it going to go to... Oh, that's no. That is a dropout. It didn't go out on the full.
And it's gone out on the bounce.
Young Travis Fields trying to call that one. It is a dropout. That landed in gold. I've got old eyes, but I could see it from here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that one's a bit touch and go there.
Oh, you're against me, Andre?
Yeah,
you don't think?
I think I was touch and go there. I'm not too sure. It kind of looked like it was a bit too deep there. Kind of looked like it went out on the full, but it's pretty hard to see. You can't even see the line from here, JL. So in your defence, I'll back you either way.
All right, Travis Field, he's put it down. Oh! Again, the football gods have spoken, regardless of whether it was in or out. Garyfield Masada Memorial have got the ball back in better position.
That's definitely not someone you want to be taking a catch off a dropout as a front rower.
Yeah.
And, yet again, the Deerers are going to be on the back foot here.
Yeah, again, look, he's going to feel bad on that one. From a dropout, don't attempt to catch it. Let it bounce.
As we see,
the position where you're at.
As we see here now.
All right, short side play.
Beautiful work.
Again, 11 minutes to go in this game. Down by 14. Deerers need to defend this one. Oh, there's a run.
And it's Troy Richardson with the dummy. And he's going to go all the way here, is he?
Oh, he does.
Jaron Willie with a brilliant tackle.
Yeah, great
and
work.
And it's quick
there.
play the ball. And they gone down to the short side. I think that was the wrong side that they went.
Yeah, I think so.
Should have come to the left, and they got to...
Oh, they bombed that. I've got to be honest, they bombed that one. But again, young Troy Richardson, what about the speed? He shot out like a rocket from dummy half. Found the space, but again, maybe a little bit of panic. They had plenty up their sleeve. They are leading, I get it. They want to keep rolling and put them on board, but again, it still allows the Deers to have that glimmer of hope to stay in this game.
What about the tackle though from young Jaron Willie? Definitely stayed on the heels there, and as we see here, Troy Richardson coming off after that beautiful break, and fortunately the Deers are just absolutely out on their feet at the moment.
Here again, as we see, we need something special from them. Again, I've been talking all carnival. I think the team on the left, they've got advantage with the wind, so they will get a big kick downtown whenever they choose to kick. They've got to continue to go forward. They've got to dig deep, bite down on the mouth guard. They found elbows and knees there. Quick play the ball. They do not want to give a penalty away here.
And here's Trent White. He sees something here, and Trent White takes the opportunity and he starts running forward. But it's brilliant defence here from Gary Field, Masadi, Yosefa. Their defence is definitely doing the talking here at the moment.
Oh, what a run. Run straight over. So they're on the 40. They're going to kick downtown as
and
we
he's
see.
given a penalty on 5th and last again.
Again, it's the emotions in this game of just holding down, a little bit of face rub. Yes, you're leading.
Oh, and this kick here.
It's not out.
Brilliant work by Jimmy Lawton. And he hits it straight to his brother, Jake.
Oh, and then straight, plenty of space in the middle of the field. Again, Deers needed that to go out. 9 minutes to go in this game. Gary Field, Masato Sofa Memorial Green team leading 30 points to 16 over the East Coast Deerers.
Amazing effort though from the Deerers. Oh, and there's a lost ball. Thorey there with a little nudge.
he let him know. Keelan O'Brien there, unfortunately. So again, 8 minutes to go. The door is slightly ajar for the East Coast Deerers.
Absolutely, and it's a big ask, especially with the big weekend they've had. But if there's anyone who can do it, it's the Deerers. We've seen some great comebacks throughout the years in rugby league, and this could be one of them here.
Well, again, they, to state the obvious, they need to score very, very quickly. Who's going to be the one to stand up with a piece of individual brilliance to get some points on the board for the Deerers?
As it looks like that, not many of them want the ball at the moment. They're not really wanting anything here. A quick play the ball here, and Jackson gets it, and he gives it out to Trent White, and Trent White is absolutely just out on his feet, but he's making meters.
He is making meters, and again, 8 minutes to go. As mentioned, this is a 30-minute half now. They've been used to playing 20-minute halves all throughout the carnival, so this is, if we're in a boxing fight, these are the championship minutes. We're in the championship minutes now.
You've hit the nail on the head there, JL, and here we go now through Trent White again. He's just absolutely strong, isn't he? Look at him go. And it's a 5th and last here.
Again, bring it out to the right side here. Zach Moss, he's put the kick through. Oh,
what a take by Trent.
Snatched out of the air in the slips cordon.
Trent Richardson is still going.
Strong.
We'll see Zach Moss still back of the field, just watching from a distance.
Oh, there's some complaining going on, but I'm going to be honest, with 7 minutes to go, the Gary Field Masada side, they just need to dot their I's and cross their T's. They don't need to score any more points. They just got to make sure their defence is right and play the game.
They just really got to finish it out now and be smart about it. And I think Travis Field now, as you can see, has really gained a little spring in his step here. You see Zach Moss out the back here, just not doing too well.
Look, Jason Field Jr., he thought he could see a little dart, but again, Travis Field, he's hanging around. There is no fullback for the Deerers at the moment.
Travis has seen it, and he's going to put it up.
It's a floater.
He's done it again.
Oh, is he offside? I'm going to say I think he might have touched the ball first. Yeah. He was there. I think it's going to be the ball was touched. It's bounced back, touched by the Deerers, and then gone back.
Young Travis Field looks very confused about that call. And here we go.
So again, look, we can hear the Deerers asking, who is the ref of the game? There's only one ref. So how are they going to do it? looks like it is going to be Garyfield Masada Memorial to get the ball off the scrum.
Like young Travi has made his point known, and there's 6 minutes left on the clock here, and it's 30 points to 16. And another try, I think, is definitely...
Well, I'm going to call it. You shut the gate. They score here, game's done.
That's exactly right, and I definitely think this is what they'd be looking to do. Close the game out. As you can see, they've got stack plays here on the left with Bill Cullen, Trent Richardson and Jimmy Lawton here, and then on the right-hand side there, you've got Callan Denman looking there with Carson Huth as well.
They look dangerous. As they're having a bit of a chat here, what's going on is there's no real rush at the moment as Zach Moss is coming off the field. As you know, I didn't see anything untowards down there. He put the kick through, the grubber through. He did go down as he walked past the Garyfield.
He's copped a bit of a head knock here. He's walking a bit staggery here. He looks like he's just had a big night.
Yeah.
But he's just copped a bit of a head knock here, and it's definitely taken its toll on him.
Yeah, how quickly it changes over as I'm looking down at the Garyfield Masada bench. There's some smiles already. It's going to 5 minutes to go in this grand final. Warba Wangarunya grand final in the men's division. Garyfield Masada Sofa Memorial Green team leading the East Coast Deerers 30 points to 16. They are on the attack. Just to the left upright, they've got the scrum feed. Travis Field, he has been the emperor of Emu Park. He is looking good.
And here we go. He goes out to the right-hand side now. And there's beautiful movement here through Carson Huth.
Well, they're just going to
run. He's got to back himself, and he's got to get there. And there'll be a party in the park tonight.
Well, you can see it.
With another beautiful try.
You're right, Andre. Tired legs. Huth, he just picked it. Give it to me. 2 hands. I'm running strong. I'm running fast. And the Deerers, I feel that the Carnival, the long weekend, especially playing with only 12 players on the first day, it could be catching up to them.
Absolutely. And we see a smile there from Jason Field, the coach. Absolutely impressed with his team. He's drinking water himself there with a big smile on his face, giving us the thumbs up.
Well, you're telling me he's drinking a water bottle. We don't know what's in it, but there is going to be a party in Emu Park tonight. Let me tell you, the coach, he has done a fantastic job for many, many years. He's been in this position many, many times. It's well-deserved, this side he's put together. And let me tell you, this team has had some great games over this carnival. And look, this is just the icing on the cake.
There'll be a party at the Piney tonight, that's for sure.
Do you reckon there could be an Australian Idol performing?
Oh, could be. Absolutely. As he's come walking off the field now, he's done his job, shakes the coach's hand. He's done really well, giving us the thumbs up.
Do you reckon there could be a song written about this win? I think there could be something there.
I think he might be thinking about it tonight.
All right, as we see the conversion, look, to be honest, 4 minutes to go. So the player comes on in. Strikes it well, and the flags go up. Well done.
6 from 6 today.
Yeah, it has been a very, very well-drilled team in this grand final. And again, 3 minutes to go, 36 to 16. Garyfield Masada, so for Memorial Green team over top of the East Coast Deerers. And again, I'm going to say East Coast Deerers, what a game it has been. However, they've just run out of legs for me. And I will go back to the first day, playing a full day's carnival action with only 12 players. That's to be commended to get all the way to the grand final.
Oh, absolutely. They should definitely hold their heads up high. But it's very hard to play against a well-drilled team like the Garyfield Masada Yosefa team. Well-drilled, and, you know, they just know what their job is. They know what's required of them. And it's just an absolute monster effort here for the whole weekend. I believe they only had 1 loss throughout their whole weekend. And they've turned it around and they've won the big $27,000 prize.
Well, as you said, there's going to be some very happy people in the park tonight. As we see, we've called too early. Travis Field, he puts it down. But again, only 2 minutes left in this game. They both do it. Again, with 2 minutes left, the Deerers do have an opportunity to cross the line. They'll want to finish nice and strong. They won't want to concede any more points, as will the Garyfield Masada Memorial team. What an effort all round from both teams.
Brilliant weekend, JL, and great football to wrap it up this afternoon. As we see Trent White just have one more last go here, really playing for a bit of pride here.
Again, as you said, I've seen Justin Thor come off the field before. He was spent. He has used every last bit of juice he had in the tank to help on this game today.
Yeah, absolutely. And, he's an old veteran and, he's come out here, he's put the jersey on, he's helped the boys out. And unfortunately, it just was not enough to get them over the line. But, brilliant work as Trent White goes through and there's a penalty there.
There's a penalty with 40 seconds to go in this game. As we see, look, on the sideline, congratulations, handshakes already starting to happen between the both sides. As I said before, East Coast Eras, Garyfield Masato Sofa Memorial Team, they know each other. They've played each other in many times, regardless. A lot of these players have been interchangeable at times, playing for Emu Park or playing up in Rockhampton. It's what we love to see. Is Les Brown looks like he's still trying to get one more. Ball might have come out. It's going to be play on.
And
the East Coast Eras have scored.
Consolation try there.
Hold on, the referee. Now he points to the spot. They have scored. The Deerers, again, they will be happy.
Nice way to finish it off, and it's just one of those things. It ran out of legs, but massive congratulations here to the Garyfield Masadi Yosefa Memorial Green side, who are your 2026 Warba Wangarunya Carnival champions. Absolute brilliant weekend here, and if you weren't here, you definitely missed out. But you tuned in over the live stream, and we hope you all enjoyed it just as much as we did, JL.
Oh yeah, Andre, I've got to say, mate, thank you very much for your skill set in the commentary box. Your analyst has been fantastic. You're analysing the game. Of course, yourself had played in the Carnival, didn't get through, but I'm not going to say I'm upset about that because I've enjoyed having you in the commentary box. Again, wrapping it up, for those that have been tuned in on the InSport app, you have to agree what a special app it is. Download it. It is free to download at the moment. Moving forward into the future, this is the sporting app that you want to watch all carnivals, all events that's going to be happening around the state, across the country. It is a special one. A big shout out, of course, to all the organisers here. Warba Wangarunya, of course, Jamie Simpson, the man behind the scenes, Wilson Carlos. He comes on every year to do a lot of the hard work, or basically all the work, because Jamie, he's only the face of it, let's be honest. But, look, it has been well represented. Thank you to Emu Park, the two fields here. They've turned it on to all the spectators, to all the vendors, to all the elders that have come down. That's what makes this carnival special. We go back to the junior carnival. What a first 2 days, Thursday, Friday. Of course, I've got to say, I believe the refereeing was outstanding over the whole couple of days here. Andre?
Without JL, the referees really stepped it up, especially the young referees. They really took part of the game. Even the young touch judges, they weren't intimidated by the adult either. And, hats off to all the organisers, the elders for coming out, the fans for coming out. It was a fantastic 2 days. The sponsors who made this all possible. It's been awesome, and we look forward to having you next year at the exact same carnival.
Oh, exact same carnival at the exact same location. I'm calling it early. It's got to be back here at Emu Park.
100%. I agree with you, JL. But that's me done for today, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the live stream. And I thank you, JL. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much, mate. As you said, end of the carnival, end of the day, end of the weekend. Again, until the next one, make sure you get that InSport app, and a big congratulations to the final time to the Garyfield Masato Sofa Memorial Green Team taking out Warba Wangarunya, a carnival from the men's division for 2026. This is Justin Lumens with Andre Jobert saying goodbye. Oh, shit, I better turn it around. Actually, let's go this way.
Yeah, straight in the sun.
I've learned here. Fuck, the sun's terrible. Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful, brother.
thanks to Hutchies, our major sponsor. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. So not a lot of people know, but our major sponsor pulled out in October, Bravis. Hutchies come on board in a heartbeat to make sure that this could happen. So we really appreciate Hutchies for coming on board and making sure that this carnival can happen. Also, a big thank you to CQU, Bulga Cranes, Central Queensland Fitness Co, High Risk Solutions, and Intersport Rockhampton and Livingston Shire Council. They've all been great. And thanks to the guys at MU Park Rugby League for allowing us to use the fields as well. Before we get into it, I'm going to try and step away from this kind of stuff in the coming year, so we're going to blood some new people. So I'm going to hand over to Max Bowman to do the presentations. But before we do that, I'd like to welcome Uncle Barry Jard to say a few words.
Thank you very much, everyone, for participating in the football carnival this year. As always, we presented a pretty good spectacle for everyone. What I'm really glad to say was the final game was all about skill. Sort of thing. We didn't see any of the final balance of some of that was present in a couple of the earlier games. Because you guys are still role models for all of the younger players. You know, a lot of those may not have been here at start overseas, but it was still good for the rest of us to see that you're willing to play the game to the spirit of the game. You did really well. I'd like to thank the Sunshine Coast boys for travelling. We appreciate it, fans. A long way to come. But again, you provided a pretty good competition for us. It was by no means a run over up until about halfway through that second half. You did really well. Unfortunately, I think a bit of luck might have gone against you as well. But up until that point, it was still an open game. It was good to see MU Park prevail, though, for this year. It was there to see the last year play against LJ Creek, I think it was. And talking to Jason Field after that loss, and Jason was saying, when I asked him, he said, yes, we had some chances, but we just didn't capitalise on them at the time. And this year, I'm glad to say that when I watched your game against them earlier on today, you did capitalise. You did as much as you needed to win that game, conserve as much energy as you could towards the end, and give us the grand final that we look forward to. So thank you very much for your efforts. It's been appreciated by everyone who's seen it. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks, Uncle Barry. We'd also like to thank Arnie and Annette for coming along, and would you like to say some words too?
I just want to say thanks to all the players for putting on a great carnival this weekend. Congratulations to the winners, and can't wait to see you on next year.
Alright, thank you. I'll hand over to Max Bowman now to do the Men's Consolation Cup.
Thanks, Simone. Thanks everyone for coming out over the weekend. Particularly everybody concentration for the men's consolation cup. Much as long as there runs up there.
Good time and
Round of applause, please. Our winners for the Consolation Cup, winners for 2026 on Black Magic Memorial.
This is the first one for us, first carnival we've ever done, in honour of my brother. Yeah, we travelled, we didn't come for nothing, we came in and we conquered it. It was good enough for us. I'm proud of everyone. Thank you for having us.
So for our women's competition, our runners-up was Nancy Willie Memorial. Can we have the captain come up and say a few words, please?
I'd just like to apologise for us not being over here. We thought we did good. But yeah, I'd just like to thank the organisers of Warba Carnival, the fact that we would be able to play. Thanks to Gary Field for putting up a good game there. And
She's not here, but can we please put our hands together for our women's player of the Carnival, Robinson? Hagen. Someone come back there, pick up the footy please for us. Now, qualified the women's presentation, please call forward the captain of the 2026 women's champion. I think our women champions put on the better show. I'd like to see that competition go next year. We'll give them one more round of applause. Moving on to our next presentation. Can please start with the captain of the East Coast. I'd just like to say thank you to the Morgan for the Carnival line. It's a great weekend. To all the other teams that travel here, celebrated here for a good weekend. To my boys, it's a battle for the weekend. I'm struggling with players. First game, maybe with 12 players. Beat the second time I did, but we got here. Big question to everyone for us. And here. But to these boys, it's always well played against these societies. You deserve it, eh? Well played. Thank you, East Coast. Can I please call up the captain for the 2026 Warba next champion? Guys, you, Zara, Alsafa, Green Team. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of this land. I'd like to thank Drumble for running an absolute amazing carnival. You know, they always show up year in, year out and do the same thing, and we really do appreciate it. We also appreciate the volunteers, everything going on behind the scenes. You know, nothing goes unnoticed, eh? So thanks to volunteers and thanks everyone, and thank you Drumble. East Coast Steers boys, really appreciate it. He's rocked up with 15 players and he's made the GF. You know, pat yourselves on the back, you had a crack on the carnival, eh? And to our boys, you know, we dug it deep. We did lose it on the first day, but it just shows, eh, if you really knock it down and show up, you know, good things do happen, eh? So let's fucking show this trophy up, mate.
Let's get everyone up here for their jumpers.
Don't wait for the first one.
Travis Field. Most of those shirts come in plastic bags. Let's pick them up on the way. Have a good afternoon, good night. Travel safe, and we'll see you again next year, hopefully. Thank you.